is Ranger Kelly English, and I am obviously a ranger with the National Park Service, formerly of Golden Gate National Recreation Area, now of the 4 park sites in the East Bay. And I would like to welcome you all to the first, hopefully annual, Buffalo Soldiers Trail Retracing Program! This is essentially the culmination of dreams and visions of many people over many different years, and I think that it's a fantastic example of how, when you have the right partners working together and the right timing, how we can actually pull something like this off. This was supposed to originally be a small program. And it grew into something very, very, very large. So with starting off, I would actually like to introduce my co-conspirator in this effort of making this program happen. And that is Ms. Teresa Baker from Outdoor Afro and the founder of African American National Parks Weekend, which we're doing the 2nd annual of. Teresa, can you come up here real quick and say a couple words?
All right, Teresa! On a serious note, I just want to thank all of you. Some of you flew in town for this event. Thank you for that. The Buffalo Soldiers Motorcycle Club. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support and the words of encouragement throughout this whole venture. And one thing that I want to be cognizant of today, Dr. Maya Angelou is being laid to rest today. So I wanted to make mention of that. Kelly English, whew, thank you for everything. We are here at the main post where there are over 450 Buffalo Soldiers laid to rest. So we need to keep their spirit with us throughout this entire weekend. And I'm not going to take up much time. I just want to thank Audrey Peterman. Thank you for the endless phone calls and emails. And Rue Mapp, founder of Outdoor Afro, thank you for all you do. Carolyn Finney, thank you for being here. My girl Dion from Richtown, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. My girl Champagne with Night Riders, thank you guys for being here. Mashawn from Texas, thank you for being here. And thank the National Park Service for having us and working with me to make this happen. I don't even know what else to say. But thank you guys for being here. That's it.
All right.
All right, now next we have an official park welcome from Golden Gate National Recreation Area's fantastic superintendent, Frank Dean.
Well, good morning everyone and welcome.
Good morning.
I love the outfits. I'm still checking out all these different patches. It's great to see how you guys have come up with some cool stuff. Well, you know what, I just have a few words today, and I just want to say it's important that we tell the stories. That's part of our role in the National Park Service, is telling the stories about our nation's history, but also telling the stories that are maybe untold or maybe not as well known and maybe more difficult to hear. And I think that the Buffalo Soldiers is certainly one of those stories that has not been well known up until recent years. You know, it's interesting that we have our park police men back here on horseback, and you know, they occupy the same stables that the Buffalo Soldiers were based out of here in Presidio before they went up to patrol the national parks in the mountains of Sequoia and Yosemite every summer. So there is this continuity of tradition here. But one of my heroes is Colonel Charles Young, who you know well. And as a Buffalo Soldier, he also became the first African-American superintendent of a national park at Sequoia in 1903. You know, the public service that he was able to have as his career afforded him many opportunities and responsibilities that were greater than, far ahead of the rest of the country. But yet we also know that he suffered greatly. He never talked very often about the hell that he endured at West Point. because the pain was too great. But he continues to be an inspiration to this day due to his service to his country and specifically to our national parks. Why is this important today? Well, it's great that you are here and that you are commemorating the path, the route that the Buffalo Soldiers took and their service to our country. People of all color should know their story and about our parks and what has been protected by these brave men for all to enjoy. Thank you so much for doing this, and welcome again and safe travels.
Thank you.
All right, there are a few other folks who wanted to say a couple of words. I'd like to ask Ron Sundergill from the National Parks Conservation Association to come up here. He and Alan Spears came all the way from, where did you all come from?
Well, I'm San Francisco.
So Alan came all the way from DC, and Ron, we're in Ron's backyard. So they wanted to say a few words because they're helping support this event as well.
Thank you very much. So this is one of those situations where I go to Alan Spears, there he is, and I say to Alan, you're going to be speaking at this event, right? And he says, no, you do it. And I say, no, you do it. He says, no, you do it, Sundergill. So he won for this event, but he's going to talk in Los Banos when we get there.